Welcome back to the campus of East Texas Baptist University, and we continue with ETBU Extra here at GoETBTigers.com. Time now to talk a little bit Tigers softball with the head coach of the Tigers, Janae, Shirley. And Coach, last weekend, your weekend series against Louisiana College in Pineville, you won 2 out of the 3 ball games. And it's just anytime you go down there, it's always tough. I would have loved to see you win all 3, but you got 2 out of 3. Kind of like the Meatloaf song, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but really 3 for 3 is better.
Yeah, I mean, obviously going down there, we wanted to take all 3 games, but winning the series was huge for us. That kind of solidifies, any type of tiebreaker that we would have with them. But, we went down there, and you're exactly right. It's just a hard place to play. If anything wrong throughout the year is going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong there. And just the conditions and fans and things like that make it a little bit more challenging. But, I think that was good for us to have pressure put on us in a different way. And Louisiana College always has a great program, and they have solid pitching staff. So it was a challenge for us, and we went down there, and thankfully we took 2 out of 3 from them. So that's kind of icing on the cake, I guess, to be able to take the series.
It's a neat rivalry in the American Southwest Conference. 2 Baptist schools close together, 3.5 hour drive. I remember one year somebody from LC put Wildcats out on the railroad overpass one year on a weekend series and kind of fueled it just a little bit. But you win game 1 by a final score of 8-0. I want to talk about Rocky Tello. A strong performance by her in the ball game. 4th shutout of the year for the Tigers. Kind of talk about how she's really progressed as she moved her pitching record to the year of 13-2.
Well, I definitely give Rocky a ton of credit. Last year she was kind of in a weird situation. She was pitching behind a first-team All-American and, had Kelly Jo and other people on the staff and really did not see a lot of playing time. I think she had altogether maybe 2 innings or something for the entire year. She had a couple of appearances and stuff like that. And for her to continue to progress and work hard all year and push, the people in front of her and stuff like that, that just, shows you what kind of athlete, what kind of competitor she is to come back and continue to compete and, have the year that she's having. She's done a great job of doing that.
Good to see Jamie Perez back in the lineup after kind of nursing a foot injury. I saw her before you went on the trip in a boot, kind of resting it. And, of course, she hits 2 home runs in the ball game, 5 RBIs in that game as you win 8-0. Game 1 of the series against Louisiana College. Moving to Saturday, can we skip over game 2? But you met up against a good pitcher in Louisiana College, Savannah Settle, as she only allowed 3 hits in the ball game. That kind of surprised me as you lost 5-0, only 3 hits by your squad.
Yeah, I mean, she is. She's a solid pitcher. She was one of the best in our conference last year, and part of it is just like when the game's kind of going in a different direction, it kind of makes it hard to build momentum and things like that. And we did have a couple of shots that were right to people and stuff like that, so sometimes the hits are a little bit deceiving, but she just how she pitches in her presence on the mound, kind of like you have to overcome her like lethargic, just her mannerisms and stuff like that to be able to provide energy for your team and stuff like that. And it's hard, a little hard to overcome that. But I think we learned a lot from that game, and hopefully we'll be able to, if we match up against them again, be able to attack a little bit differently and come out on top.
Talking Tigers softball here on ETBU Extra with Coach Janae Shirley, talking about the weekend series against LaTurno, which they won 2 out of 3. So you win on Friday night, lose the first game on Saturday, and you come back on the 3rd game. And just a good comeback for your Lady Tigers as you fell behind and battled back.
Right.
Talk about that.
Well, in the 2nd game, we had brought in Jade Sones, and she had shut him down for a couple of innings. And, it's a little bit hard this year because we have a different dynamic and a different staff. So us as coaches are having to learn how to use these pitchers correctly. And, some days it depends on who's on and what's working and stuff. And Jade had a couple of good innings, and so we ended up starting her the next game. And just for whatever reason, it was not a good matchup, and they scored a couple of runs quick. And, our team does a really good job of, and we talk about this a lot, that people are going to score runs on us, and we just cannot, feel like we're ever out of any ball game. And so we really push to them to stay positive and play every inning out and play the entire game out and not ever feel like you're behind on anything and push, because we can. We're capable. Our team's capable of scoring 5-6 runs in an inning. So, make sure that they never get down on themselves and stuff. And they did a good job in that game of coming back and pressing. And taking that game away from them.
Yeah, you fell behind 3-0 early. You come back on a home run hit by Jamie Perez that ties it up, and you get 2 runs for the win. But Rocky Tello, this week's American Southwest Conference Pitcher of the Week, she comes in relief, kicks another win, and that's why she's named the American Southwest Conference Pitcher of the Week, because of what she did over the weekend against Louisiana College. Once again, I asked you at the top of the show, talk about her, but talk about coming in relief like that and end up getting the win.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she's done a great job of giving us a chance to win every time she gets on the mound, and she did a good job when she came in there. She shut him down and, gave us an opportunity to come back in that game. And she opened the door for us. And, I can't say enough about how she's came through. After last year not seeing a lot of playing time, she has really done a good job of becoming a leader and, battling on the mound and fixing the things that she needed to be successful. And she's doing a great job of that. And, Jamie Perez is another one that had a great series for us. She's just a competitor, and she was seeing the ball really well this past weekend, obviously, from her stats. But, we're just pleased with the kids that are stepping up when they need to, and she's been one of those.
With a 2-out-of-3 win against Louisiana College last weekend, the Lady Tigers now 26-7 in the year, 19-4 in American Southwest Conference play, and now you come back home to the friendly confines of Taylor Field, and you host Sul Ross State University with a 3-game series. You're going to play a doubleheader on Friday, right?
We are. Yep.
And then a single game on Saturday, which allows them to get out of town a little bit earlier.
Right. That's obviously anybody that's had to take that trip. It's a tough trip, and in most instances they're driving vans and things like that. So we accommodated that, and Saturday's actually our senior day, so that gives us an opportunity to play that game and then kind of celebrate with our seniors a little bit and their careers and what they've done for ETBU.
So on Friday, doubleheader against Sul Ross State, 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. But you also got an event that kind of reaches out to the softball community in East Texas. And, of course, we know there's a lot of great softball players in East Texas. Talk about the event that you'll be holding. You call it Youth Softball Night, correct, or something like that?
We'll have Youth Night on Friday. And, we started this last year. And what we do is we just invite all the local youth to come out and enjoy the game with us. After the game, actually, we'll have 35, 40 shirts to be able to give out to, the first people that show up. And then we'll have posters and stuff. And the girls actually get a chance to meet all the little kids and take pictures with them and sign autographs and things like that. And we had a good showing for it last year. And it's a great opportunity for the local youth to come out and just see what our program's about and see, kind of have people to look up to. And that's what, the level that they want to play on and stuff like that. So it's a win-win situation for us.
I have some friends in the Marshall community who have girls who play softball, and saw some of the Facebook pictures last year of them posting their Facebook page. And it's just a great evening, like you said, for your players to connect with the local softball community. I've asked this question before. How good is the talent in East Texas for softball players?
Well, obviously, the talent in East Texas is great. There's a ton of athletes around here. Lindsay Vasquez is somebody that we've talked about a lot this year. She's a local kid from Hallsville and just has done a really phenomenal job for us. And just, again, she's very athletic and plays hard. There's, so many great programs around here, Hallsville, Harleton, Beckville, just different schools like that are, year in, year out playing at the top of their division, whether it be 3A, 4A, whatever. And, it's good for us to be able to get those kids in our program and see them be successful at this level. So it's a good thing for us because we get to see a lot of kids right here in our backyard and hopefully have the opportunity to get them on our campus and to play for us.
Well, Coach Shirley, final word before we let you go and have lunch? No, always good to talk with you, especially when the Tigers win 2 out of 3, but it's better it's 3 out of 3 this weekend. All right, head coach Janae Shirley, Tiger softball, our guest here on ETBU Extra. Appreciate her time as well as the others on the show today. Don't go away. We still got more to talk about Tiger athletics. I think we have our new head basketball coach here today as well, and we'll be visiting with Brandon Curran here in just a moment as well on ETBU Extra. Stay tuned.